PixelVerse Bedtime Story.
Welcome, dear friends. Tonight, let me take you on a magical journey into the realm of dreams, guided by the enchanting Dreamweaver. As the stars twinkle above and the moonlight dances through the trees, we'll explore a world where imagination knows no bounds. Close your eyes, listen closely, and prepare to be whisked away to a land filled with wonder, where every dream holds a secret waiting to be uncovered. Are you ready for this adventure? Let's begin. In PixelVerse, where everything shimmered in bright pixels, lived the Dreamweaver, a being who created dreams. Every night, she gathered stardust from the starlight glade to weave dreams for children. But one evening, the stars began to disappear. Worried, the Dreamweaver sought help from her loyal dragon, Loomis, to solve the mystery of the fading stars. Loomis, a majestic dragon with scales glowing like the moon, agreed to help. Together, they flew toward the Forgotten Realms, the place where stars are born. On their way, they had to pass through the dangerous Glitchwood, a forest where time and space were distorted. Using pixel dust, the Dreamweaver created a glowing path to safely guide them through. After passing through Glitchwood, they reached the frozen peaks, towering mountains covered in eternal ice. Here, even the pixels in the air seemed frozen. The biting cold made their journey treacherous, but Loomis protected the Dreamweaver with his warmth as they flew higher toward the peak. Their journey was far from over. Finally, they reached the summit of the tallest peak and saw the Forgotten Realms stretching out before them, a land of swirling lights and ancient magic. But the sky was dark, missing the usual twinkling stars. Loomis knew this was the work of Nyx, a mischievous spirit once banished for trying to control the stars. They had to stop her. Loomis and the Dreamweaver descended into the heart of the Forgotten Realms. The landscape was strange, filled with vibrant lights and mysterious energy. Deep within, they found Nyx's lair, hidden beneath the shadowed mountains. Nyx's twisted pixel creatures guarded the entrance, but the Dreamweaver's magic gently put them to sleep, clearing their path forward. Inside Nyx's lair, the corridors twisted in darkness, filled with ancient, haunting whispers. Loomis and the Dreamweaver moved carefully through the maze, knowing that confronting Nyx was the only way to restore the stars. The future of PixelVerse and the dreams of every child depended on them bringing back the light of the stars. As they ventured deeper, they finally found Nyx in a vast, shadowy chamber. She stood tall, her figure flickering like a dark pixel ghost. "You should not have come here," Nyx hissed, her voice echoing through the chamber. The Dreamweaver stood firm, knowing she had no choice but to confront Nyx and restore the balance of PixelVerse. Loomis growled beside her, his wings glowing brighter, ready for the battle ahead. Nyx laughed wickedly. "The stars belong to me now," she sneered, holding up a swirling orb of stolen star energy. The chamber flickered with her dark magic. "Without the stars, PixelVerse will be mine." But the Dreamweaver wasn't afraid. She drew on her own magic, summoning the power of the dreams she had woven. Loomis spread his wings wide, his scales glowing with lunar light, as they prepared to take back the stars. With a fierce cry, Loomis unleashed a stream of brilliant light, illuminating the dark chamber. The force of the light weakened Nyx's magic, and she screeched in fury. The Dreamweaver, her heart filled with the hopes of every child in PixelVerse, cast her magic towards Nyx's stolen orb. The orb trembled in Nyx's grasp, glowing brighter and brighter as the Dreamweaver's power surged through it, restoring the star's light. Nyx tried to hold on, but the Dreamweaver's magic was too strong. The stolen stars burst from the orb, shooting up into the sky, reclaiming their rightful place in the night. As the chamber filled with radiant light, Nyx let out a final cry and disappeared, vanquished into the shadows. The stars twinkled brightly above once more, and PixelVerse was saved, its dreams restored thanks to the Dreamweaver and Loomis. With Nyx defeated, the Dreamweaver and Loomis flew back through the Forgotten Realms. The stars shone brighter than ever, lighting their path home. As they soared across the sky, the Dreamweaver smiled, knowing that the children of PixelVerse would dream again. When they returned to the starlight glade, the trees sparkled with new energy, ready for another night of weaving dreams. That night, the Dreamweaver watched as the stars twinkled overhead. Peace had returned to PixelVerse, and with it, the magic of dreams. She whispered a soft goodnight to the stars, knowing that Loomis, her loyal companion, would always be by her side. As she drifted into sleep, the stars continued to shine, lighting up the dreams of all who lived in the wondrous world of PixelVerse. As the Dreamweaver slept, the stars above twinkled with a soft glow, casting a calming light over PixelVerse. The night was peaceful, but deep within the starlight glade, a gentle breeze stirred the leaves, as if the stars themselves were whispering secrets. Loomis, always watchful, curled up near the Dreamweaver, his wings draped protectively over her. His eyes shimmered as he gazed at the stars, reflecting on their adventure. In the quiet of the night, Loomis thought back to the battle with Nyx. It wasn't just about saving the stars, but about protecting the dreams of every being in PixelVerse. The stars held more than light. They were the source of imagination, hope, and wonder. Without them, PixelVerse would lose its magic. As Loomis watched over the Dreamweaver, he knew their journey had only just begun. There would always be new challenges ahead. Morning came slowly, with the first rays of sunlight peeking through the trees of the starlight glade. The Dreamweaver stirred, her dreams filled with visions of bright futures and new adventures. She rose, feeling refreshed and renewed, knowing that the night had been saved. Loomis stretched his wings and let out a soft roar, ready for whatever the day might bring. Together, they knew they could face anything. The Dreamweaver and Loomis set off once more, flying through the morning sky. They didn't know what lay ahead, but they were certain that PixelVerse would always need protectors like them. As they soared over the pixelated landscape, the world beneath them shimmered with possibility. Every pixel was part of a grand story waiting to be told, and together, they would ensure that those stories would never fade away. Their flight took them across the pixel plains, where tiny pixelated creatures waved up at them. The Dreamweaver smiled and waved back, knowing that these little beings would sleep soundly tonight under the restored stars. As they continued their journey, they passed over the crystal lakes, where the water reflected the sky like a perfect mirror. The beauty of PixelVerse filled them with a deep sense of peace. Far in the distance, the Pixel Mountains loomed, majestic and ancient. The Dreamweaver and Loomis knew that beyond those mountains lay even more realms, each with its own magic and mysteries. Their journey had restored the stars, but there was so much more to explore. They would continue to protect PixelVerse, ensuring that its wonders remained bright for future generations. As they approached the mountains, the Dreamweaver felt a pull in the air, a sense that something new was waiting for them on the other side. The world of PixelVerse was vast, and its stories endless. Loomis flapped his wings, sensing the same pull. Together, they prepared to fly higher, beyond the known lands, into new territories where magic and adventure awaited. Their story was far from over. As they ascended the Pixel Mountains, the air grew cooler, and the landscape became more rugged. The Dreamweaver and Loomis had heard stories about the lands beyond, places filled with forgotten magic and ancient beings. As they neared the summit, they caught a glimpse of the vast expanse that lay beyond. Rolling hills, shimmering forests, and pixelated rivers stretched out as far as the eye could see, glowing with untold possibilities. Upon reaching the peak, they paused to take in the breathtaking view. The Dreamweaver's heart swelled with excitement. This is just the beginning, she whispered, feeling the energy of the new land resonate deep within her. Loomis let out a soft rumble, his eyes scanning the horizon for any signs of danger. Though peaceful now, they knew that PixelVerse always held surprises, and they were ready to face whatever came next. As they descended the other side of the Pixel Mountains, they encountered a strange and beautiful forest. The trees were unlike anything they'd seen before, with leaves made of sparkling pixels that shimmered in every color of the rainbow. This was the Prism Grove, a place known in legends for its powerful magic. The Dreamweaver felt drawn to the grove, sensing that something important lay within its pixelated depths. Inside the Prism Grove, the air was filled with soft, melodic sounds, as if the forest itself was singing. The Dreamweaver and Loomis moved carefully through the glowing trees, their eyes wide with wonder. Suddenly, they spotted a small, glowing creature darting between the trees. It was a pixel sprite, a tiny, ancient being that lived only in the deepest, most magical parts of PixelVerse. The sprite looked at them curiously, then beckoned them to follow. They followed the pixel sprite through the grove, deeper into the heart of the forest. As they walked, the Dreamweaver noticed the colors of the trees changing, growing more vibrant with every step. It was as if the very essence of the forest was alive with magic, responding to their presence. Soon they reached a clearing, where a large, glowing crystal stood in the center. The sprite flew up to the crystal and tapped it lightly. The crystal hummed with energy, and suddenly, a projection appeared above it, showing an ancient map of PixelVerse. The map detailed realms they had never heard of, lands filled with mystical creatures, hidden treasures, and untold adventures. The Dreamweaver gasped. This map was a key to discovering parts of PixelVerse that had been lost to time. With it, they could explore even further, uncovering new wonders and protecting the realm. The pixel sprite spoke in a soft, musical tone, its words like a melody. "This map has been waiting for someone worthy," it said. "Only those with the purest heart can unlock the secrets of these forgotten lands." The Dreamweaver felt a surge of responsibility. She and Loomis had saved the stars, but now it seemed their mission was far from over. They would need to embark on a new quest to protect the balance of PixelVerse. With the ancient map in hand, the Dreamweaver and Loomis left the Prism Grove, their minds racing with the possibilities that lay ahead. The journey through the forgotten lands would be long and dangerous, but they knew it was their duty to protect the magic of PixelVerse. As they soared back into the sky, the sun set behind them, casting a warm glow over the land. The adventure was only just beginning. As the Dreamweaver and Loomis flew toward their next destination, the ancient map glowed softly in her hands. The map pointed them toward the Crimson Dunes, a vast desert known for its fiery red sands and intense heat. Legends spoke of hidden treasures buried beneath the dunes, but also of dangerous creatures that guarded them. The Dreamweaver knew they had to be cautious as they entered this mysterious and often treacherous land. The heat of the Crimson Dunes was unlike anything they had experienced before. The sun blazed overhead, and the red sands seemed to glow beneath them. Loomis, with his powerful wings, created a gust of wind to cool them as they flew across the dunes. In the distance, they saw shimmering shapes, mirages, or perhaps something more. The desert was known for playing tricks on travelers, distorting reality, and hiding dangers just out of sight. As they flew deeper into the Crimson Dunes, they spotted something unusual, a massive ancient structure half buried in the sand. It looked like a forgotten temple, its pixelated walls crumbling with age. The map glowed brighter, indicating that this was their destination. The Dreamweaver and Loomis landed gently in front of the temple, the hot wind swirling around them. Whatever lay inside, they knew it held the key to unlocking more secrets of PixelVerse. The entrance to the temple was guarded by two large stone figures, their pixelated eyes glowing faintly. As they approached, the ground beneath them trembled, and the stone guardians slowly came to life. Loomis growled, stepping protectively in front of the Dreamweaver. But the guardians did not attack. Instead, they spoke in low, rumbling voices. "Only those who seek knowledge with a pure heart may enter," they said in unison before stepping aside. Inside the temple, the air was cool and still, a stark contrast to the blazing heat of the desert outside. The walls were lined with intricate carvings that seemed to tell a tale of ancient civilizations that once thrived in PixelVerse, long before the stars were stolen. The Dreamweaver felt a deep connection to these forgotten beings, sensing that their knowledge would be crucial in the challenges ahead. At the heart of the temple stood an altar, upon which lay an ancient artifact, a glowing, pixelated relic known as the Sands of Time. The Dreamweaver carefully approached the relic, feeling its power radiating through the room. The Sands of Time were said to hold the ability to manipulate time itself, allowing the wielder to glimpse into the past or future. She knew this relic could help them understand the deeper mysteries of PixelVerse. As the Dreamweaver reached for the Sands of Time, a voice echoed through the chamber. "Beware," it warned. "With great power comes great responsibility. The sands can reveal much, but they also demand a heavy price." The Dreamweaver hesitated for a moment, but then firmly grasped the relic. Loomis stood by her side, ready to face whatever challenges came next. The relic pulsed with energy, and the world around them began to shift. The chamber dissolved into swirling pixels, and suddenly the Dreamweaver and Loomis found themselves standing in a different time. They were in the same temple, but it was no longer in ruins. The walls were whole, the air filled with the sounds of an ancient civilization bustling outside. They had been transported to the past, to the time when the guardians of the temple were still alive. This was their chance to learn what had been lost. The Dreamweaver and Loomis watched as the past unfolded before their eyes. They saw the ancient beings of PixelVerse, full of life and magic as they once were. The secrets of the stars, the forgotten lands, and the balance of magic were all revealed in this vision of the past. It became clear that the stars were not just lights in the sky, but the very essence of dreams, imagination, and wonder for all who lived in PixelVerse. As the vision faded, the Dreamweaver felt a deep sense of peace. The knowledge they had gained would guide them in protecting PixelVerse for many years to come. With the Sands of Time returned to the altar, the temple's magic shimmered softly, as if grateful for the Dreamweaver's pure heart and Loomis's loyalty. Together, they stepped out of the temple, ready for whatever new adventures awaited them, knowing they had fulfilled their quest for now. The journey through the Crimson Dunes and the discovery of the Sands of Time marked the end of this chapter, but the Dreamweaver and Loomis knew that the stars would always shine brightly in PixelVerse. They had restored hope, dreams, and the beauty of the night sky. And though their adventures would continue, this peaceful night under the stars was a reminder that some moments were meant for rest and reflection. With the stars twinkling overhead, Loomis let out a soft sigh, and the Dreamweaver smiled as she leaned back against him, gazing at the sky. "For now," she whispered, "we can rest." And with that, they both closed their eyes, knowing that PixelVerse was safe. The night was calm, the stars were bright, and all was well. Their dreams were full of new adventures, waiting for the dawn to come. Thanks for joining us on this bedtime adventure through PixelVerse. If you're still awake and enjoyed the journey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more magical stories and exciting quests. There's always a new adventure just around the corner, and we'd love to have you with us. Sweet dreams, and see you in the next chapter of PixelVerse Studio.